There's something that happens in life that no one truly prepares you for. You watch someone kind, gentle, honest break down in pain. A parent who gave their all loses a child. A friend who never hurt a soul is diagnosed with a terminal illness. You see them cry, and something in you breaks too. And in the quiet moments when no one is watching, a small voice inside you asks, why would God let this happen to them? It's not anger, not rebellion, just a whisper of heartbreak. A question wrapped in tears. If God is love, why do the good ones suffer? We grow up believing there's a kind of fairness to the world. Do good, and good will follow you. Be kind, and life will be kind in return. But then reality happens. You meet people who lie, cheat, and destroy, and somehow they seem untouched. Then you meet someone who prays, gives, uplifts others, and life hits them the hardest. Like James, a man I once knew. He volunteered at shelters, never missed a Sunday service, gave his last cash to someone hungry on the street. Then one day, he got the call, cancer. Stage 4. He smiled through it. God has a reason, he said. But deep inside, those around him struggled with the silence. Not just the silence of his prayers, but the silence of heaven. Why now? Some say suffering is a test. Others say it's a punishment, a lesson, a refining fire. But maybe suffering is not always about the person going through it. Maybe sometimes it's about the world watching them. There's a quiet kind of strength that only shows up in pain. The mother who holds her sick child and still manages to smile. The man who loses everything and still says, I forgive. The young woman in grief who still helps others find joy. We don't want them to suffer, of course not. But their pain becomes a mirror. It forces us to look inward. What do we believe in when nothing makes sense? But here's the twist. No one sees coming. Suffering doesn't mean God has turned away. Sometimes it means God is closer than ever. Just not in the way we expect. Not fixing everything. Not swooping down like a superhero, but weeping beside us. See, we think of God as the one who should always prevent pain. But what if God is the one who chooses to feel it with us? Think about that. The God of the universe, mourning alongside you, not distant, not punishing, not silent, but sitting in the ashes, quietly holding space for your tears. We may never fully understand why good people suffer, not in this life, but maybe it's not a question to be answered with words. Maybe it's a question that leads us to deeper compassion, a deeper awareness of our shared fragility. Maybe it reminds us that being good doesn't mean avoiding pain. It means having the heart to love, even when it hurts. And maybe, just maybe, those who suffer, yet still love, still believe, still hope, are the closest to God we'll ever see in this world. So here's the question I'll leave you with. If suffering doesn't always mean punishment, what if it sometimes means purpose? What if the deepest cracks in life are where the divine light shines through? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.